guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious burritos de barbacoa. So in case you guys want to learn how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 4 pounds of beef chuck pot roast, 1 white onion, 3 limes, 5 garlic cloves, 4 bay leaves, 2 beef bouillons, 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of ground cloves, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar, and 6 chili chipotles. For a salsa, we're going to need 4 tomatillos, 3 Roma tomatoes, 4 chile serranos, 1 handful of chile de árbol, a small bunch of cilantro, 1/4 of a white onion, 3 garlic cloves, 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar and salt. We're also going to need rice. I already have a recipe for that, so I'll leave the link in the description box. Your choice of beans, your choice of cheese, avocados, and large flour tortillas. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by preheating our oven to 325 degrees. Alright guys, so now we're going to make our adobo sauce. So in my blender, I'm going to squeeze out the limes to get all the lime juice. Alright, we're going to add our 5 garlic cloves, our 2 beef bouillons, our black pepper, our salt, ground cumin, oregano, ground cloves, our apple cider vinegar, and our chile chipotles in adobo sauce. So now we're just going to blend everything together until we have a very smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have our sauce, we are ready to pour it on our meat. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my roasting pan and I'm going to place my meat. I cut my meat in half. So I'm just going to place it like that. And I'm going to add my adobo sauce. Okay, I'm going to add the 1 cup of chicken broth on my blender cup, just so I can get all the sauce. I'm going to shake it. Okay, now we're just going to pour it on top of our meat. Okay. So now just make sure that your meat is evenly coated. So I'm just going to place my onion that I cut into 4 pieces, just on top of the meat, along with the bay leaves. So now I'm just going to cover it with foil. Alright, so now we're going to put it in the oven, remember at 325 degrees for 2 to 3 hours or until our meat is fully cooked. Alright guys, so after 3 hours, your meat should be nice and tender. As you can see, it falls apart very easy. So now I'm just going to remove my onions and my bay leaves. And I'm going to remove it from the broth so I can start shredding it. Okay, so I'm going to remove my meat so it can cool down a little bit. So I thought it'd be easy for us to shred it. And you know, the traditional way of a barbacoa, of course, is using sheep or goat meat. I don't like either one. So for me, this is the best barbacoa. But of course, you can substitute the beef and use your preference of meat. All right, so while we wait for our meat to cool down, we're going to start to work on our salsa. So I already rinsed and pat dry my vegetables, my tomatoes, my tomatillos, my chile serranos, and the chile de árbol. So make sure that they are completely dry before we fry them. So I'm going to put in a medium frying pan, I'm going to add my 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. So once our oil is hot, we're going to start to add our vegetables. So once the oil is hot, we're going to add our tomatoes, our tomatillos, and our chile serranos. So I'm going to close it and let them cook for about a couple minutes, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. All right, so after 3 minutes, you're going to mix your tomatoes, tomatillos, and chiles. We're going to break our onion. We're going to add it along with the garlic clove and the chile de árbol. We're going to close it and let that cook for another 3 minutes. All right, so after 3 minutes, we're going to turn it off. And we're going to make sure that everything has been flipped over. Flip your tomatoes. By now, everything should be cooked. So I'm just going to close it and let it sit for a couple minutes, and then we're going to start making our salsa. All right, so in our blender, we're going to add everything we fried. We're going to add our bunch of cilantro and our salt and sugar. So for the salt, it's going to be up to your preference. You can always add it after we mix it. I add 1 teaspoon. Okay, so now we're just going to mix it until we have a very smooth salsa. All right, so now we can transfer it. Okay, so transfer into your bowl. In this salsa, it's spicy. Okay, and just try it for salt, and then if you need some salt, just add it. All right, guys, so once we're done with our salsa, we can go back and start shredding our meat. All right, guys, and now for the fun part, making our burritos. So I warm up my tortillas. I just put them in the microwave. So I'm going to start by adding my cheese. Like that. I'm going to add my meat. I'm going to add my rice. I'm going to add my beans. Okay. I'm going to add more cheese. And you know, you can add lettuce, sour cream, tomatoes, anything. I'm going to add a little bit of lettuce. My avocado. Just going to put them on the side. I'm going to add sour cream. And then the best part, our salsa. Now we're going to roll it. So grab the edges of your tortilla, just like that. And then roll it like this. Grab everything and squeeze it back in there. And then just roll it. Okay. Just like that. So now we're going to toast them in the comal, just so like that burritos can stay like this. So we're going to toast our tortilla. Okay, so I'm going to set my large frying pan. I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. And once that heats up, we're going to add our burrito. And like I said, this is just going to seal the edges of our burrito. And it's going to help melting the cheese. All right, so once that's hot, place your burrito. And let them toast. All right, so after a couple minutes, we're going to flip them over. And grill the other side. All right, so after a couple minutes, check the other side and they should be ready. So now we are ready to enjoy. Alrighty guys, so now we are ready to enjoy our burrito. So I'm just going to cut it in half. Okay. So break it in half, just like that. Now we are ready. Alright guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. So I'm just going to add some more salsa. Okay, so let's do this. Seriously, super delicious. The best burrito and the best barbacoa. So good. Alright guys, and there you have it on how I make some delicious burritos de barbacoa. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta.